Hello and good morning, good afternoon and a very good evening to you. I'm going to play with Tube. For today, hope you're feeling grand and always well in your world. Hello everybody, welcome to a budget Les Paul shootout everybody. I have three, I can't do three, there's a plectrum with my fingers. But I have three kind of similar budget Les Paul style guitars to basically demo today. Back to back, and yeah, it's basically kind of a shootout really. And I want to know, after you've heard the sound clips that'll happen in button now, after I explain a few things, which one you preferred and why. What was it about that sound that made you happy? It's not about the look of the guitar, it's not about the specifications of the guitar, it's about the sound today. That's all we're doing. We're not about the look, we're all about the sound. What is it about that sound that made you go, that's the one? Because I think when you get a guitar, it's like, you know, it's got to look the way you want it, but the sound is really important. Like, it has to sound the way you want it to. You know what I mean? It's like, it really does. Sound is so important. Anyway, as you all know, I don't have to waffle on about that. You all know that. You're all clever people, and you're all a lot cleverer than I am, I'm sure. Okay, so, what are the three... I did want to do four, but I wanted to do a Harley Benton Les Paul, but I couldn't get hold of one, so I'm having to do three today. So, what are the three Les Paul style budget Les Pauls we have today? So, number one, and this is the first guitar you will hear on the sound demos. This is a Revelation RTL 59, and this has been recently loaned to me by Revelation for a review, which you will see very soon. And this guitar is stunning, absolutely stunning. I love this guitar. Okay, so this is guitar number one. It has two Allen Entwistle HV58 pickups, humbuckers in it, and the front one is covered and the back one isn't. Quickly to note as well, spoken to Allen Entwistle about these humbuckers, and these are not waxed dipped pickups, they are wax sealed, he said. Basically they dip, that's it. That's about as much as you get. So they're not heavily wax potted, they're not wax potted at all really, which I think helps, and I'll get to why in a sec. And before somebody says that's not fair, the other two have got wax dip pickups. No, they don't anymore, because all these guitars now have not got wax dip pickups. Or the next guitar I'm going to show you, and the guitar after that I'll show you, which in a sec, they no longer have wax dip pickups. I got rid of all the wax, because I don't like it. I reckon it just does this to a pickup, where it removes the gag if you get rid of wax. Okay, so this is guitar number one. And like I say, got the Allen Entwistle HV58s in this. Guitar number two is this. The boat anchor itself. This is the vintage lemon drop, which is very, very common to this channel, as you've all probably seen it a million times. This has got the original Wilkinson humbuckers in it, but again, they're not wax dipped anymore. I've took all the wax off, and they're just as are now. And also, I've removed the covers as well, so they're just like, coverless. The nude, if you will. But so yeah, so that's guitar number two. So you hear the Revelation first, then the vintage lemon drop, which is extremely heavy. I'm going to have to put it down. And then guitar number three is my trusty Epiphone Les Paul, which I've had. It's my third ever guitar, so I've had this for absolutely ever. So, and I really have a lot of sentimental value attached to this. All the guitars are set up very similarly. Pickup height, string height, everything like that is very similar. Yeah, so this is the third guitar you'll hear. Okay, so they're the three guitars we've got: Revelation, Vintage, and Epiphone. They're all in the same kind of budget. So yeah, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a little playing example on the bridge humbucker and then the neck humbucker. You'll hear the Revelation on the bridge, Vintage on the bridge, Epiphone on the bridge, Revelation on the neck, Vintage on the neck, Epiphone on the neck. Yeah, pretty straightforward. And then yeah, and I'm gonna tell you at the end of the video which one I preferred and why. What was it about that sound? Like I say, it's all about sound today. It's not about necessarily about. I just want to know which one you prefer the sound of and why. What is it about that sound that gets because in my head I've got a very clear idea of what I want a Les Paul to sound like, and it's invariably Peter Green and Paul Kossoff. It's like a cross between them two. That's what a Les Paul sounds like to me, if you know what I mean. So I'd like to know, I'd love to know your opinion on which one you preferred and why. What was it about that guitar and that sound that you liked the most? So, we're going to be going through the Marshall MG today, going through OD1. It's just kind of like a kind of like fairly... it's like a broken up kind of a cranked plexi kind of sound. It's not. We're not going full out distortion. We're not going fully clean because I don't like running Les Pauls fully clean. I don't think that's where a Les Paul shines. And I don't want to run it fully distorted because they'll just sound the same. So I've gone for this kind of like semi kind of broken up kind of sound. So we're on OD1 of a Marshall MG. Gain is at 4. Bass, middle, treble, and contour all at 0. Volume is all the way up on 10. And we've got reverb at 2. Master volume is about 1. And so yeah. So it's all going through the same settings. Nothing's going to change. All the guitars are set up very similarly. As close as I can get to each other, basically. Because, you know, I'm very picky how I want a Les Paul set up. I'm very, very picky about that. Even more so than I am a Strat, which is a bit weird. But, so yeah. Anyway, that's enough waffling. Let's get to it. So, Revelation first, then Vintage, then Epiphone, then Revelation neck, Vintage neck, and Epiphone neck. So, without further ado, let's make some noise. Let's turn the broom mics off and do some... I'm going to try and channel Paul Kossoff in this video. So, let's try and do that. Get into the mode. Get into the mode. I need more hair. I need more hair. I haven't got enough hair. I need like a mane. Anyway. Get into the zone. Okay. I think I'm there. Let's make some noise. Okie dokie, so there we go, everybody. That's free sound examples on these free budget Les Pauls. They're all in the same kind of like, price bracket. So, yes, so let me know, people of the tube, in the comment section below, which one would you go out, if you were to go out and buy one of these free Les Pauls, which one would you go out and buy? And why? What was it about that sound that drew you in and made you go, I need that in my life? What was it about it? So, like I say, none of these pickups are wax dipped anymore. I've took all the wax off this guitar, the vintage, and like I say, the Entwistle pickups are only wax sealed. They're not wax dipped. It's like bloop and that's done. So there's not any. You can barely. There's none. It looks like there's none. It looks like it's totally free of wax. It's really cool. I mean, I prefer unwaxed pickups myself. I mean, yeah, it does make them a bit more screamy, but I don't mind that. I like feedback, and I like the guitar to be a bit like a banshee sometimes. So it doesn't matter to me too much about that. But what was it about the sound of each of these? What was it? Which one was it? For me, the one that I'm steering more towards more than ever is the Revelation. There is something about those humbuckers that makes me go... They seem the brightest, and they seem the most articulate, and they seem the most kind of expressive to me. The oddly enough, the vintage seemed the darkest. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know if that came across on the thing, but for some reason the Lemon Drop seemed darkest. It seemed to go like from Revelation seemed like the most brightest and alive to the Epiphone kind of like being the next one, and then the vintage seemed to be like really dark. I don't know why that is. It could be just me playing today. It could be the air in the room. It could be anything. But for some reason, the vintage seemed the darkest. I don't know if that came across. I don't know if that's just the way I'm hearing it in the room today, or it's just the way I'm playing today. But for me, the Revelation, the humbuckers in the Revelation, especially that bridge humbucker in the Revelation, really made me go, that's what I want to hear. Playing, playing that beginning bit of the Hunter, those that person there, that thing, it just had the right amount of kind of like, bark and cut. And I was just like, that's what I want to hear when I'm playing a Les Paul style guitar. That's the sound I hear all the time, because it's my, my kind of go-to sound for a humbucker or Les Paul of any kind is Paul Kossoff crossed with Peter Green. It's that kind of classic British blues kind of sound. So for me, that Revelation, since I got it the other week, has tipped the vintage Lemon Drop off the top spot for me. There is something about that Revelation that speaks to me more than the Epiphone or the vintage. I don't know what it is, and that's the point. Because I don't know, and I just love it, and I like the sound, and I'm warm to it, and it's also the lightest as well. It's not as heavy as the vintage or this Epiphone. This Epiphone's actually heavier as well. And I'll get to the specs of the Revelation when I do the demo of it, but this isn't about that right now. I find the Revelation is more... And I just like it more. And especially the sound. The sound is what sells it for me, because I'm not a fan of Cherry Sunburst Les Pauls. Even though like my first ever Les Paul was a Cherry Sunburst, I don't really like Cherry Sunburst at all. I like the Dark Bursts or the Lemon Drops. I don't like Cherry Sunburst. I don't know. It's just garish for me. It's too bright and out there. I'm not a fan of bright colours, as you can tell. But for me, the guitar that stuck out the most just then was the Revelation. I absolutely adore those pickups. Much in the same way that every Revelation I've tried, the pickups, the Allen Entwistle pickups, they just have something about them that's just like ridiculously awesome. Down to the thin line, down to the quad, down to the undercover, down to the other Les Paul I tried with P90s. I've got another Les Paul as well to show you. It's a RTL 55 at some point. I'll get to that one as well. I'll demo that one, but that's got P90s. There's something in the Entwistle pickups that the Epiphones don't have and the vintage don't have, and they just seem very alive. They just seem extremely alive. They seem to have the right kind of mids, highs, and lows. They just seem to be very balanced. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Let me know your opinion, people of the tube. What is it? What was it? The Epiphone? Was it the vintage? Or was it Revelation that made you go, that's the sound that I would want? If you were to go out and buy one of these guitars for the sound, which one would it be? Let me know in the comment section below, because I'm always curious to know what other people hear. Because, like I say, everything with music, everything with guitars is totally subjective. We can only speak from our own experience. We can never, we can only kind of like, go about, I like this because of this, and it's not, it's never wrong to like, people have to disagree and all that kind of thing, but, to an extent, when it gets abusive, that's when it needs to stop. But, as we all know, but yeah, for me, the standout guitar today, if I was to like, if somebody put a gun to my head and said, right, I'm taking the Epiphone, I'm taking 2 of those guitars away, you're only allowed to have 1 of them, it would be the Revelation for me. It was a revelation. But no, seriously though, when I got it the other day and I plugged it in, I was like, I need to get my Epiphone out, and I need to get my vintage out, and I need to hear the difference. And even then, but on the first day I got that revelation, I was like, this is just nicer. There's something in the sound of this that's nicer. And I don't know, it just has that British blues feel and sound. When you play it, you can just feel it. It's just oozing out the pickups when you play it, especially when you're playing it through that kind of like, semi-cranked up kind of like Marshall-y kind of sound. It's immense. Anyway, enough waffling from me. People of Tube, let me know which one you preferred and why in the comment section below. Yeah, quickish video today, just a little kind of like a little shootout. Like I said, all these Les Pauls are in the same kind of like budget range as well. So, let me know which one, if you had to go out and buy one of these, which one would it be and why? What was it about that sound that made you go, that's the one for me? Like I said, this isn't about looks, because like I said, I'm not a fan of cherry sunburst guitar Les Pauls at all. I like, I like the tobacco burst or the dark burst or the lemon drops more, or gold tops. I'm a massive fan of gold tops. But anyway, yeah, let me know which one you preferred and why. Leave a comment in the comment section below. And yeah, I will see you again on Wednesday for hopefully a Q&A if I've got more questions. So yeah, nice little quick shootout video today. So I hope you enjoyed this whole video. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you again very soon. Have a great morning, afternoon, and good evening. Goodbye now. Thank you very much for watching.